Spending $4,000 a month on my credit card is way too much, Helen!
I really don't know anything about a credit card.
Huh?
Trouble Busters!
My name is Helen. I'm back home for the summer since my college is on summer break. But my mother is acting a bit strangely.
Maybe you might as well go back to your place.
Huh? Might as well? Well, if that's how you'll say this, I might as well tell you that it's been a while since I've been home.
But you're just lying on the couch, lazy every day, when you're back here.
Lazy? What are you talking about? I do laundry, I cook, I clean the house. I even do DIY stuff around the house. I've been doing so much for you guys every day.
We've got too used to not having you around, so it feels weird that you're here.
I'm going back tomorrow, so why can't I just stay one more?
Helen, don't you have something to say to me first and foremost?
Hey, Dad. Mom's been telling me to get out of this house.
Spending $4,000 a month on my credit card is way too much, Helen!
$4,000? What the heck?
It's okay, honey. I'm sure Helen only spends on her necessities, too.
But there's a limit! She already spent a total of $100,000!
She could spend that much, right? At this rate?
Wait, Dad,
Helen, it's not a big deal. Just tell your father that you'll watch out moving forward and everything will be okay.
Before you say that, you owe me an apology! I knew I should have never handed you my credit card!
A credit card? What?
Let's not do this. Helen just apologized to your father.
But I never got a credit card.
Don't make me mad, Helen. I'm going to be mad before your father ends up getting mad.
What are you guys getting mad at me for? Let me talk to Dad about this.
Your father is upset with you about the credit card that he handed you. Remember?
But I never got a credit card.
It's okay. You need to stop lying, okay?
Your mother is right. I never agreed to pay a single penny for you to be partying every night.
See, Dad is very upset about this. Just tell him that you won't spend on partying anymore and that you're sorry.
But I really don't know anything about a credit card.
That's what you want to believe.
Believe?
A credit card doesn't make money.
I said that I have no idea what credit card you're talking about.
It's okay. That's why you have a job, right? And it's because you felt sorry, right?
I didn't get a job because I felt sorry. I needed a job to support myself.
Just shut up, Helen. Why don't you go to another room?
What? Why?
I'll make sure I protect you. So why don't you go back to your place, right? Now go.
I can tell that Mom knows something. I have no idea what credit card Dad is talking about, nor the $4,000 that's been spent with that card. And there's no way I'm going to take this blame. I am not letting her get away with this. Trouble Busters! Read my text.
Huh?
Honey, you need to delete it without reading it. I'm sure she's only going to make you even more upset.
Dad, I never received the credit card that you're talking about. I think Mom is the culprit to this.
What do you mean by that?
I don't mind apologizing if I ever did something wrong, but I'll tell you that I never did anything wrong if I know I never did. What's wrong with that?
I don't know what to say to you. We even have evidence that you spent that money.
What? Excuse me?
Look at this! I wonder if you're still going to tell me that you don't know anything after seeing this!
Oh my God.
Those are all expensive purses from high brands. Helen, you can never get away with things that you've done.
No, these weren't my purchases.
Oh, Helen, you need to stop thinking that you'd get away with those lies.
I mean, none of those items are things that anyone in my age group would buy.
You're not getting away with that excuse.
No, the brands I like are the ones that are more fit for active sports. My favorite brand is Torth Face, which is a brand that a lot of hikers tend to use.
Torth Face? But that brand isn't really about anything cute or pretty like most girls want.
I don't care about looking cute or pretty. I'd rather buy purses and bags from a brand that makes something sturdy and useful. And I guess most girls don't really understand that.
You're so clever.
What?
You knew that Dad would talk to you about this, so that's why you were ready to argue back with those lies.
That's not true.
You liar! Since we would know exactly where you've been spending the money when we take a look at the credit card statement, I'm sure you've been shopping for those high brand items so you could sell them and make some cash.
I would never do that. And besides, I still don't have any idea what credit card you guys are talking about.
You're so sly. You've been purchasing those purses from high brands that I like so you can place the blame on me.
Sly? What are you talking about? Weren't you the one who made those purchases, Mom?
How would I even be able to do that when I gave you the credit card?
No, Mom, it was you. I know this because I never received that credit card that Dad was supposed to give to me.
I'm getting a little confused now.
Those brands on the credit card statement are all brands that older women tend to shop at. It had to be Mom.
Helen, where are you going?
I'm going to look for the evidence. I'm sure a few of those purses must be inside the closet. Huh? What the heck?
I'm not the culprit. You can't accuse me like that.
Mom, maybe you've been selling those purses to make some cash.
No, you're the one who's been doing that.
But this could be either of you.
But Dad, it wasn't me.
Why don't we take a look at which store locations the purchases were made?
Okay, I guess we could do that.
Oh, that's true. Wait, that's not going to prove anything. If Mom had plotted this, I'm sure she would have shopped around near my college.
You're thinking too much. It takes over an hour to get to your place near your school from this house. She wouldn't go that far.
Honey, you're right. You're completely right about that.
I don't agree. If she could place the blame on me by just spending an hour, I'm sure she would do it.
You just don't want to admit what you've done, huh? You keep digging yourself a deeper hole, Helen.
As we thought, the location that these purchases were made from are all near Helen's school.
Of course it is. I'm sure Mom plotted everything.
Stop making those excuses. You should just admit to what you've done.
Helen, tell me the truth.
I didn't do it. And how many times do I need to tell you that I never got the credit card?
I mean, I want to believe that you're telling the truth, but if you're lying, I'm no longer going to support you going to college.
What?
Oh, I tried to help you out, and look what you've done to yourself. Not only were you trying to hide about your spending, but you're also trying to blame me for this. How dare you?
But I really didn't do this.
If you're going to admit to it right now, I'm willing to talk to him so he'll forgive you. What do you want to do?
Why am I getting cornered like this? This is like being threatened that if I don't take the blame, I'd end up in prison when I'm actually innocent. I never did any of this. Since I couldn't find any of the purses, I'm sure she's been selling them away to make some cash. But I can't prove it. She's being so careful to a point where she's making those purchases near my school. I wouldn't even assume that she'd have any cash or the credit card in her purse. And it'll be way too challenging for me to find a hidden credit card.
Just admit it, Helen.
Mom, one day you'll face your consequences if you keep doing something like this.
How dare you talk to me like that? I don't know what to tell you.
Let me go see what that is.
I'm sure you've been partying every night just because there's no one to watch over you.
That's not true.
Oh my God, you're kidding me!
Huh? What happened?
Honey, is everything okay?
This product has been returned by the sendee.
Yikes!
Oh my God, that's the Louis Vuitton purse.
Cindy, do you have anything to say about this? The box shows that you were the sender.
Oh, honey, don't let her deceive you. Helen's trying to trick us into this.
What do you mean by that?
I'm sure she wrote my name on the box just in case something like this happened.
But that doesn't make sense, does it?
If I suspected that the product might have returned, why wouldn't I just have it shipped back to my place instead of this house?
That's true. It only makes it risky that we'd find out if she gets it shipped to this house.
And that's exactly why Helen wrote my name and our address.
Besides, doesn't this handwriting look like Mom's handwriting, not mine?
I agree. It doesn't look like your writing, Helen.
I mean, that too.
I know you're trying to do whatever it takes to blame this on me, but I'm right-handed. The person who wrote these letters on the box had to be left-handed, so it's clear that it wasn't me.
Ugh.
I guess you let your guard down. I'm sure you used some website that lets you sell these products for a higher price than some pawn shops on the streets. But since clients would be conducting business amongst each other through these websites, there are different scenarios where there might be returned products too. Even if you would explicitly state that you don't accept cancellations, some people won't care and just return the product.
Oh.
If only you went to a pawn shop, even if it would have been for less cash, you wouldn't have had to take the risk of having the product returned to you at our front door right when we were talking about this.
I see exactly what's going on now, and if I check out the credentials on the bank information that's provided right here, I would be able to get to the bottom of the person who purchased this purse using my credit card.
I don't think Mom would have a bank account for you to get to the bottom of this. I'm sure it's going to be one of the online banks.
Wait, Helen?
Dad, you have to look into this. I'm sure Mom never expected this to happen, so the password has to be either her birthday, your birthday, my birthday, or your wedding anniversary.
Got it. So any of those passwords that Mom would use for her accounts.
No, don't do this. Stop it.
So you were the culprit.
That account was under your name. You can't make any more excuses. What? Why are you looking at me like that? You can't get mad at me for this.
You used $4,000 a month for 3 months for a total of $12,000. And $11,700 of that cash was sent to that online bank account, while that cash was getting withdrawn each time there was a deposit. Where did all that money go?
I just went out to have some fun with my friends. I'm sorry. My friends tend to spend a lot, and I couldn't resist the peer pressure.
What exactly did you spend the money on?
Different stuff, like food, spa, and other stuff.
But you've spent way too much for just food and spa. Are you sure this was just some money you spent with some friends?
I'm afraid to suspect that she's cheating on you, Dad, and she's been spending the money on some guy she's having an affair with.
What? Oh my God!
No, that's not true, I swear.
You swear? Really?
Of course, I love your father from the bottom of my heart.
I noticed something strange when I opened your closet earlier.
Something strange?
There's nothing strange.
There is. I'm sure you think you covered it up so we wouldn't notice, but I saw some fancy dresses inside the closet.
Oh, shut up. What's wrong with me wearing some fancy dresses?
I don't mind whatever you wear as long as you're choosing to wear it for Dad. But have you been going out with Dad wearing these dresses?
I've never seen those dresses.
I was planning on wearing those dresses when I go out with your father moving forward.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure. Now that Helen moved out of our house, I thought we should cheer each other up by going out to have some fun time together.
Can you show me your cell phone then?
Of course I can. Here.
I'm not finding anything strange.
I swear, you're my one and only, honey. I wanted to surprise you by becoming beautiful again, and that's why I ended up deceiving Helen like this, too. And how sad that Helen wouldn't understand how I feel, even though she's another woman just like myself.
Huh? What makes you think you deserve to talk about me like that when you're a thief?
Helen is right. If the credit card didn't belong to your family, what you have done is considered theft, and you would have been considered a criminal. I understand how you feel, but you should have talked to me about this. You even tried to blame our daughter for using the credit card. What a shameful parent you are.
You're right. Now let's forgive and forget.
You're not in any position to say that. Why are you forgiving yourself before we even forgive you? You're unbelievable.
I mean, Helen, you're leaving today, aren't you? That's why.
I told you earlier that I am leaving tomorrow.
Why do you keep trying to send Helen back like that?
You're acting as if you ran into someone who used to bully you back when you were in high school or something. I am your daughter.
Either way, you're leaving tomorrow, so let's just forget about what happened with the credit card.
I said you're not in control here, and stop forgiving yourself before others forgive you. I don't know what to tell you at this point.
And I'm still accusing you of cheating on Dad.
How dare you say that? I would never do anything like that. If you're accusing me so much, you can check my phone.
I don't think I'm going to find anything on your phone.
That's right, because there isn't anything for me to hide from you.
You're so thorough with what you do. You even had a separate bank account online.
What do you mean?
I'm sure you have another phone.
Why would you say that?
Why would I say that? Your response isn't even making any sense.
Well, that's because you're not making any sense, Helen.
You're acting strange. I know you have another phone.
But I'm not sure if we could find the phone if she's hiding it from us.
I'm sure we could find it, Dad.
Wait, stop. I don't have another cell phone.
I actually think I might know where she's hiding it.
Wait, Helen. Oh, honey.
You said there's nothing for you to hide, so you wouldn't mind if she searches around, or do you?
Helen, you need to stop this. Haven't you ever learned that ignorance is bliss? Oh my God. No!
Bingo!
A shaved ice machine?
Something that she would want to hide, but she would want to use often, and something that others would never open.
Stop it. Put that box where it belongs. You're old enough to know what to do.
I'm old enough to know that adultery isn't okay, and to do the right thing by revealing someone else's wrongdoing.
Stop this.
There it is.
Oh no.
And since she didn't even think that we would ever find this cell phone, the phone isn't even locked.
Wait, that's an invasion of privacy. I don't care.
Oh my God, this is bad.
What is it? What are you looking at?
I'll meet you in front of the hotel next Thursday.
All right, honey. Love you.
These texts only make it obvious that she's been having an affair.
Really?
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Ew. Oh, there's even a video. Ugh. No. Oh, that's why I told you not to look.
Let me see.
Oh.
Oh my God!
No, I was just trying to help that young man.
Don't even think you're getting away with that excuse.
Oh my God.
Now we know what happened. Dad, she was using your credit card to use your money to spend on this guy.
Oh.
Do you have anything else that you want to say to us?
We're breaking up.
What?
You deceived your family. You used our money to spend on a guy you're having an affair with, and you tried to blame everything on our daughter. And I'm taking this hidden cell phone with me so I can keep it as evidence against you.
Oh, please. You have to forgive me. I promise I'll never do this again.
Are you sure about that? You told this guy that you even wanted to break up with me to be with him after our daughter graduates college.
I just said those things out of impulse.
So you dump your family like that out of an impulse, huh?
Do you really expect us to still act like we're your family after you deceived us like this? I'm going to make sure that you pay for all the money that you spent on this guy, and also a settlement for this divorce. You better be ready for this.
Oh no.
Mom was kicked out of the house as soon as we discovered what she's done to her family. Dad made sure that she paid him a settlement for the divorce, along with all the money that she owed him for using his credit card without consent. I heard she went home to her parents' house. My grandparents were quite upset with what she's done. They paid my dad for everything she owed him, while they also made sure that she gets a job to pay back every penny that she owed them at that point.
How did this ever end up happening? I have to pay back a total of $50,000.
By the way, Dad made sure the guy who was having an affair with my mom also paid a settlement too. As for me, I've been studying hard to make sure I graduate on time. Since Dad is now by himself after what happened, I'm thinking about moving back home to live with him after I graduate college. Trouble Busters!